Hey, what's up, everybody? Adam here again. I wanted to talk to you about a situation that occurred, I'd say about a few weeks ago. It's something I kind of look at as being focusing on patience. I call it like the power of patience because, first of all, that's one thing that most people lack is tolerating things, and no matter what situation that we are actually in. We tend to overthink or underthink sometimes. So, my fiance and I and a friend of hers, we were out at a restaurant a few weeks ago. My fiance ordered a martini. Martini came out, waitress handed it to her, and she was kind of taken back by it because apparently there was ice in it. And I don't know a goddamn thing about martinis. I don't really drink them, but all I know is that she was a little upset because the fact is that martinis aren't supposed to have ice and be watered down like that. And I said, well, either drink it or ask her for a new one. And so the waitress came back over. She did disclose to her that the martini's not supposed to have ice. And she said, well, I'm really sorry about that. And she walked away. And instead of saying, hey, let's make a new one for you, or I'll comp it and take it off the bill, she just decided that she was going to turn around and go wait on the other tables that she had to take care of that night. At that point, I mean, we were pretty cool about it. We were calm. My fiance, Kara, walked back up to the bar and she just asked for a new one. And then the waitress ended up taking it off the bill. But the thing is that, this is a situation where the power of patience came into play because obviously a lot of people would just get pissed off. They'd start bitching at the waitress about the whole situation. But the key thing that you don't understand is that everybody is going through something every single day. Just because it didn't work out at that moment for you, and I understand, like, no matter what, like, we go out to a restaurant, we want to be taken care of, we want to have to worry about any situations, and but that's not always the case. I mean, we all make mistakes. We're human. So this girl, I don't know what was going on in her day. Maybe she lost a loved one. Maybe she was going through a divorce. Maybe her kid's sick and she's working 3 jobs. You really don't know. So I mean, the key thing is you can't get pissed off over a situation that you can't control. You have to have the control and have the patience and keep that power, because as soon as you get pissed off and you allow that power to be taken away from you, then you're not in control anymore. So, this goes back to where we as individuals have to choose the strength over the weak. And maybe that girl's feeling weak at this point and doesn't have anybody to talk to and is going through a terrible situation. So you have to remember that when you go out somewhere to a restaurant, if somebody screws up, well, let me tell you what, nobody's perfect. You screw up all the time. You make mistakes. And you just have to own up to it. And later on, she did come back and apologize. But at that moment, she didn't do what she was supposed to do. But everything was fine. We had a great night. Just remember that no matter what your situation is, make sure that you always put yourself in a perspective of the other person, because you don't know what they're going through. And, there's days where, I wake up in the morning, I necessarily don't, feel like I want to go to work, or I don't want to do certain things that I, take care of responsibilities that I have to. But hey, man, that's my choice. That was my path that I made for myself. And the same thing with this girl. At least she's working. She was younger too, and she was out there busting her ass and making a living for herself. So, I commend her for that. So the thing is that there's nothing that I could say other than, she must be going through some difficult times, or something's weighing on her shoulders, and there's no reason to get pissed off over it. You have to have that patience. And again, in order to keep control, keep that power, you have to be patient with people. So just remember that no matter what the situation is, always put yourself in somebody else's shoes and give them the benefit of the doubt. So we'll talk to you soon.